Life isn't easy when you're a single college student, especially when you're a guy. A 21-year-old South Korean to be exact. No, Neil struck out pretty often. I never did well at clubs, parties, or anywhere on a Florida State campus scrawling with drunk co-eds. Even more frustrating was that I was reasonably handsome. I stayed in shape, my round face accentuated by a small nose and light complexion. Perfect to go along with my spiked black hair. With the boom of K-pop, I figured I'd be causing a mass hysteria like the Beatles. At the very least, I thought I'd get a cute girlfriend. But that wasn't the case. No, I stayed alone in my dorm most of the time. With no friends. Nothing but electricity for company. Fictional friends in the form of binge-watched shows, or long-distance friends on the Xbox One. And then, of course, there were the intangible teases on the dating apps. I was no Casanova, nor did I have the best pickup lines. But I did okay on the usual apps and sites like Tinder, Meet Me, Bumble. At least girls would talk to me. Sometimes we'd sext, but of course we'd never meet. Meal was just good enough for a distraction. A hot Asian novelty. But real sex and real relationships continued to be a mirage. This December night was no different. Finals were almost over. Here we were on a Thursday night with Christmas close by. The perfect time for a young man like me to bond with attractive friends. But that wasn't happening. Isolated in my dorm, I sat at the computer. A half-ass final paper on screen. My iPhone in hand. A couple of Four Locos by my feet. I was out with my friends, all right. The flat screen played Dexter. And there were all these amazing girls eager to meet me on Bumble. I gotta say tonight was slow. I got no interesting matches. Drunk and frustrated, I went into emergency mode. In search of a fresh, new dating app. Shivering in the cold, I stole a glance at my closed dorm door. No one was walking through there anytime soon. And then on my phone, I found it. A brand new dating app with a 4-star rating. Eto Hard Out, yet another Meet Me knock official. And to my relief, this one was free. Bots be damned, I downloaded the F** Seeker. Like an explorer discovering a new world, I felt rare excitement. Lost in the promise of new faces and creepy losers. The stupid main menu screen came on. An interracial couple whining and dining at some fancy restaurant. The subliminal message was clear. This could be you, loser, or maybe the app was just delivering us a deserved taunt. I cringed in the cold. The app's aesthetic and design stuck in the style of 1990s dating websites. Oh shit, my deep voice muttered. But I gave in to the loneliness and made an account. Almost immediately, a notification box popped up. Allow Eto Hard Out to access your location while you are using the app. Of course, I hit yes. Standard stuff for these sorts of shit shows. Before I could even scout the scene, I had to make a brief bio. Upload the requisite photos. Slog through the validation process as if I were undergoing a medical exam. Aside from questions asking if I were sweet or sour or if I was tough or soft, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Just the usual cringy questionnaire. And then finally, my profile was complete. My phone jolted to life. Over and over. Notifications poured in. Rather than excitement, I felt disappointed. Gotta be bots, I figured. Not even the ugly girls were desperately waiting on new members. I clicked on my profile pic. The shirtless photo was now getting countless likes. Countless comments. Intrigued, I scrolled through them. And in the chilling loneliness, I became unnerved. The more I read, the more my horror increased. Women and men were commenting. All different races and ages. He looks yummy. A middle-aged dad said, "Good enough to eat," replied an elderly woman. "Can't wait to cut into that ass," exclaimed an exuberant soccer mom. Battling the unease, I looked around the dorm. For once, I was glad to be alone. My prison now a fortress from these weirdos. Another vibration pulled me back to the app. "Looks like we're having Chinese tonight, one," said a bearded country guy. Angry, I replied to him. "I'm Korean, Ashol." More comments arrived. "Young and tasty. The smoother the skin, the better the meat. He gonna taste good once I get done with him. Lols, I'll sure eat his heart out." One, my eyes darted to the corner of the screen. Toidio or Heart Out's obnoxious title. Lettering reserved for a diner's neon sign. One that was open all night. This is F asterisk skiing crazy, I said through the terror. I got ready to delete the damn thing, until a new comment caught my eye. Accelerated mayonnaise, I'm on the way for you, said a muscular man. What? I shouted. Panicking, I went to the locals page. There my profile pic stood in the center of the single C. The middle of this menu. A smaller caption under my pic read, 10 miles away, FSU campus. Azalea Hall, room 17, my location. Trembling, I went to my messages. For once, the flooded inbox gave me fear rather than excitement. An army of messages from so many profiles. On the way, sweetie. I'm hungry and thirsty. Can't wait to meet you. Oh shit, I said, scared beyond belief. A brutal knock hit my door. Slowed by dread, I turned to face it. Several other knocks pounded it at once.